the weather in Turkey?
Well, I wish I can say it's very sunny out there, but unfortunately it's not. It's raining. Unfortunately, it's a mess. We're waiting for the summer to come,
Yeah.
even though we're already in July. Yeah,
So then summer hasn't come to Ankara yet.
not yet. But the coastal region, it's okay.
Yeah.
They can go there.
Okay. 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 Great.
Everything is fine there.
Yeah. Well, Zeynep, let me introduce you. I mean, obviously myself to the people and yourself. I
Yeah.
remember seeing you because, as you know, this little section is just for us to get to know you and the listeners and the viewers to get to know you.
Okay.
And I remember you in Gumbet, in Hotel Kivanch with your father, and you were you. I remember this beautiful picture. You know, you were in his on his shoulder. You know, he was hooking onto you, and he said, "This is my daughter." You know, mashallah, he was very proud at the time, and that was
I really can't recollect that right now, but I'm sure that it was a nice memory.
my memories of Turkey, my dear, are always beautiful. I have such fond memories. But and so what I'm saying, I think you were maybe about three then. I think 3 or 4. So a baby. Now, okay. So
Yeah.
let's move on from there. So what's been happening since you since that time that
Having
I
a
would have seen
baby.
you? What's been how did what's been happening studying wise, etc.
Okay. So after when I was t 3 years old, I went to school. I got fully educated, all the sciencey stuff and stu etc. I went to university and studied biomedical engineering.
Fantastic.
It's a new field, and especially in the during the pandemic era, it's a field on fire.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, really.
Okay.
Because during the COVID-19 pandemic, everyone was in need of oxygen tubes and etc. in the hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, my profession just got heated up. But after that, when I finished university, I applied for a talent program.
when did you finish university?
I just graduated. I finished university in December 2020.
Allah,
It's a very new thing.
you're still a baby. You're still a
Yeah, I'm
baby
still a
for
baby.
us.
I'm only 23 right now.
Mashallah, mashallah. May Allah
So
bless you.
it's not been so long, only 20 years.
Fantastic. No, no, great, great. But 20 years is a long time. Anyway, so yes, so you just graduated and happy?
Well, yeah, I'm happy. For right now, when I graduated, I applied for a talent program in our national television,
Mm-hmm.
TRT.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know it.
I
Uh,
know it. Yes, yeah. I watch the news clips sometimes. Yes.
yeah. Then thankfully I got in and I started my new profession as a news correspondent.
Excellent.
So right now I'm a biomedical engineering engineer, but working as a news correspondent on our national television,
Alhamdulillah.
and my career seems good right now. I can tell you that.
Well, that's fantastic. But I mean, the beautiful thing is that, mashallah, your English is wonderful. You know, because your dad said to me when I messaged him and I was asking what you were up to, and he said, "Oh, she'll be fine. Her English is much better than mine." And I hope he's watching now on YouTube. You know, because they can see, and inshallah, and our people here can see, and in Pakistan, mashallah, your command of English is wonderful. That's fantastic.
Well, I'm really excited right now, so I don't know how my English sounds,
You're
but
what? You're what?
I'm shaking.
Yeah.
It's my first time on the radio,
Allah.
even though I've been in television so many times because of my profession,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
a new thing, and I'm excited.
Well, look, that's fantastic. No, mashallah, you're coming across very, very good. So this is fantastic. Just relax, because as I said to you and to our listeners, this idea is, you are our baby, and so inshallah, we wanna, because I got one person, friend of mine from Barcelona. We do a program on Friday evenings with him on Islamic values and questions for people. And then I have a friend who's now doing a program with us from Pakistan also. He's a scholar and he's also a broadcaster. So I've got him doing stuff, so which is really nice. And obviously now yourself, I want to spread this baby of Islam of Salam BCR around the globe. I have my
Hopefully,
I have my
inshallah.
inshallah. I want to have my reporters everywhere. Inshallah. So
Yeah, yeah.
you're my latest recruit.
Well, you're lucky.
I
Everyone must recruit this.
absolutely no, 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 no. We're very lucky to have you, my dear. And Zainab, the thing is for me is I want young people, no matter where they are, I want young people to understand that we are Muslims, and that we have a
Yeah,
duty. We have a duty as human beings, and we have a duty as Muslims to represent ourselves in the world, and and speak and show what Muslims are. I've got a caller on the line for you, so please stay with me.
okay.
Assalamu alaikum, Hami bhai.
Walaikum salam.
This is my brother that I call my older brother. He's a very good friend of mine, and Hami is his name, Zainab. Hami. Gee, Hami,
Hami.
you're on
Hello,
there.
Hami.
Yeah, Zeynep, salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
You, mashallah, I was listening to you, the way you started. You're not nervous. Your command of English is absolutely fantastic, daughter.
Oh, that makes me blush. Thank you.
And the way you come forward, I mean, if you work in a media or TV is far more nerve-wracking than radio. But mashallah, what you said, that you have a degree in engineering, and that is very
Yeah,
blessing to see that women, especially Muslim women, are doing fantastic in their studies. And the studies don't hold you back. You can become anything after that. You can do anything you want to do.
of course. Of course, I agree fully.
You see,
And what
people
we are
have a.
welcome you, this radio station, and myself as a part of the community, welcome you, and you addressed us today so nicely, so professionally. I give you a credit to you and your parents for having such a lovely daughter, and we have gained a
Oh,
really a gem in our jewel for Islam BCR.
oh, you're so kind. Thank you very much.
Zainab, we have, inshallah, next week we'll talk about, as we decided that we will speak about the love between the Turkish people and Pakistan, and the special relationship that the people have. But today, again, as Hami says, people in we always seem to get a picture that Muslim women aren't allowed in the media, that they are education. And which is, you see, this is the other thing we need.
Oh, is that real?
Wallahi, that is how it's portrayed here and now. And
Yes.
America, as you know,
Oh
America.
my God, I can't really believe that. It's it sounds very surreal.
Absolutely.
I can't really believe that.
Well, this is why
What
we
it
need
is, what
people
it is,
like.
and we live in a racial, multicultural society, but we are racially divided.
Oh, these topics sound very far away from for me because in Turkey there's no such thing as division, not for Turkish people or not for any foreigners who
Hmm.
come to live in Turkey as well.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Zainab, I'm just gonna not gonna take you much time. I came to your lovely country 2 years ago, and my son sent me and my wife. We had a fantastic time. We went to Bursa Green. You know, Bursa Green is a lovely place, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very lovely
We
place.
went
It's a
all
very
over
holy place as
Istanbul.
well.
But I tell you what, the love we found from waiters to people in the street, and what we said we are Pakistani, they were like welcoming us completely differently. I never encountered that over here in the UK. If I call myself as from coming from Pakistan, they looked at you, they gave you evil look. But there, it wasn't like that at all.
Well, we love our Pakistani brothers and sisters. We really love them.
That's
Well,
fantastic.
I'm just going to finalize summing up that I really appreciate Zeynep. And Zeynep, inshallah, when you come on the radio to do the program, my daughters, I will make sure they speak to you. And inshallah, this platform has gained a gem in our crown jewels, Islam BCR's jewels. I really
Once
mean
again,
that.
you're
Thank you,
very
Anwar
kind.
Saab.
Thank you.
Anwar Saab, you're a great.
No, no,
You have
no,
found
Mirabhai.
a lovely young lady there. Her command of English is so good, and I look forward for her program. And I will be the first one to ring all the time,
Inshallah.
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 Allah
Inshallah.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, Mirabai. Thank you, Mirabai. Hamid, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. Zainab, there's a misconception about. I mean, just okay, talking.
Hmm.
I know you were talking. I wanted, obviously to go more. So why did you? There is a misconception here in the West,
Mhm.
and also because they have a reason and an agenda to divide people and show a very negative image of Muslim countries, that they are very backward, that they don't treat their women nice, they don't look after their women, that the women have no respect, they don't have a voice. And that, unfortunately, you see, in the media, this is what we see. And then the people that come forward into media are always the puppets of these people, and they're not the people of, like yourself. You're an independent young lady, you're living in Ankara, mashallah, following your heart, following your career, following your devotion, what is real for you. And I think that's very, very important, and we want to make it so that other young people, that you and this is from me, Zeynep, I want you to be a role model for other people, so that it's very important. I think it's very important that other people see that we can keep our identity, we can be the Muslims that we are, we can be the national pride that we are, and at the same time we can be ambassadors for our countries and our religion.
Of course, I don't think that religion holds back from anything in the world that women or men can establish, can accomplish. And I certainly believe that women everywhere, Muslim, Christian, no matter what the religion is, can have their dreams, can follow them.
Yeah.
And this don't make them out of the religion, because Islam doesn't say that women can't work, women can't have careers, women can't go to study, and women can't go to colleges. Islam encourages that. As our nature, we're going to be mothers because it's in our nature. But in the future, being a mother can hold me back from my career, because I can do both.
Yeah.
Every Muslim woman can do both.
Absolutely. No, that's fantastic, because you see, rightly as you said, inshallah, at some time in the future you will marry, you will have children, and
hopefully,
inshallah, may Allah make it. And I pray, and but the thing is that, as we are taught, that in Islam we are told that every man and woman has the equal right to have an education. Since we've touched on this, it is equal. But it's how we behave in society, how we behave. It's our responsibility. If
yes, of course.
if you behave in a rubbish manner, like like a stupid woman, then people will treat you like a stupid woman. But if you have education
it doesn't do anything with the Islam. If you're stupid and you act foolish, then it doesn't matter if you're Muslim or not, because you're a foolish person.
Exactly.
You can live the life as long as you want, because if you're a good Muslim, then you're going to be a good Muslim at school as well. You're going to be good Muslim in your community as well.
Yeah.
You can take your lessons, and after that you can go to mosque and have your prayers.
Absolutely.
It doesn't hold you back from anything.
No.
And it doesn't make you a bad Muslim.
No, not at all. I think women, young women with education can be the role models, because you see, again, media.
Of course.
Media is such a wonderful thing where people will recognize you. I know you've been on television. I'm sure people in Turkey will recognize you, and then and you see, the opportunities, Zeynep, is, as I experienced myself, is when you are in the media and people recognize you, you have an opportunity to engage with them, and explain who you are, what you are, why you are that way,
Yeah. And I would like to say, just for our prior conversation, the first saying of the Quran is to read. It's not for men to read. It's for everyone to read.
Iqra.
Quran wants us to read. Allah wants us to read. Allah wants us to get our wisdom.
Absolutely.
And I believe that I can spread. I'm no one. I'm nobody. I don't think I have a huge influence on everyone in Turkey, but I believe if they can see me as a model who can work, who can make people understand something, who can spread intelligence for the viewers, I'd be so glad.
No,
and I want my Muslim sisters to see this and take a example.
Absolutely fantastic. And you said you okay. Now I want to ask you. You said you have some Pakistani people from. Did you meet them at university?
Yes, I meet them at university. At universities, we were doing some clubbing business, meaning the Model United Nations. It was a society at my school, but it's a society in every university in Turkey. It's a very popular society, and we organize conferences. We come together as countries, but not everyone holds their own country. For example, I can be UK and a Pakistani friend can be Turkey, and we come together. We discuss real world issues, and we share our opinions. We have a debate. We talk, and we get together. We get to know each other, and with this way, I get to know so many Pakistani friends, and I love them just as my Turkish friends because we approximately have the same culture. We can understand each other's language, even though we're speaking both a foreign language, English, but we can get each other. And I have so many Pakistani friends, which I see them a lot. We go to dinners, we go to our friends' houses, play games. We do so many things. And I love our Pakistani friends so much.
Alhamdulillah.
I can tell you that. And the thing about the Pakistani people I know here, they're very intimate. What they think, they say it.
Absolutely.
I love that quality about them. Really.
That's fantastic.
They're very forward, and I love forward people.
You think they're forward? Seriously? Honestly?
Yeah, I think they're forward.
Oh, mashallah. Well, no, that's wonderful. Because I think in the UK, sometimes our people are a bit reserved. For example, when I'm doing my program, I'm always saying to them, come on, you must phone, you must get engaged, you must communicate with people. But they're very shy, and that's the older generation. And I say to the young people, this is a wonderful opportunity, and this was one of the reasons why I wanted to reach out across to you, to show them that anybody can speak as long as you can speak in public, because Zeynep, if you can't express yourself, how can you tell people about your culture, about yourself, about who you are?
Of course, and I can say that you can be proud because every single one of my Pakistani friends, which I know here, they're very forward. They come, they meet, we talk, they're not shy at all. So there's a different young generation of Pakistani people raising here. I can tell you that.
Well, that's fantastic. Inshallah, maybe what we will do is have you maybe having a conversation. I'm just thinking now as we speak is maybe on Zoom you could just record a conversation between you and your friend, just having a chat. Just whatever, Turkey, Pakistan, and maybe that'd be another way of introducing how the modern young people are. Maybe that's something for the future. But Zeynep,
yeah, we can do that.
Inshallah. Zeynep, I want to take a quick break, my dear. So inshallah, we'll stay with you all, and we'll be back after this quick break. Yeah. I'm going to take you off screen. I'm going to take you off screen, and you'll be able to just chill because we'll not be broadcasting. So, and I'll tell you when we're back. Is that okay?
Are you going to play some music?
No, this is just a quick break, commercial break. So we'll be back after that. You take care. I'll speak to you soon.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye. जी सामाइन तो ये हमारी मेहमान ज़ैनब फ्रॉम अंकारा टर्की और मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप लोग हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं. अगर आपने कोई इनसे सवाल करना हो तो क्यों नहीं फ़ोन उठाइए, नंबर मिलाइए. हमारा नंबर है 01612219872 और 07999026444. Feel free to call and ask Zeynep any questions. Nothing too personal, but otherwise, inshallah, it'll be lovely and encouraging for everybody to have a chat. Speak to you soon. This is a commercial break coming up.
नच पंजाब बन नच पंजाब बन नच पंजाब बन नच.
क्या बात है, बहुत खुश लग रहे हैं आज आप.
खबर ही ऐसी मजेदार है, चीतम हिल में हम सबका मोस्ट फेवरेट तबाक बुफे रेस्टोरेंट दोबारा ओपन हो चुका है.
क्या वाकई?
जी हाँ, सिर्फ 1395 में लाहौरी, मुल्तानी और इटालियन खाने.
कमाल हो गया. तबाक हलाल बुफे रेस्टोरेंट, एक्सीलेंट.
Tabak Buffet Restaurant, Thomas Street, Cheetham Hill, Manchester. 0161 740 6690. Facilities for weddings and functions. Tabak, the experience.
Salam BCR, medium wave 1566 and online. Your local radio, broadcasting across Greater Manchester and beyond. Phone 0161 221 9872. GT Tires and Motors. Part 1 and new tires.
GT Tires and Motors.
Parts for all makes of vehicles.
GT Tires and Motors.
Full fitting and servicing.
GT Tires and Motors.
All your motoring needs now under one roof. GT Motors, 2 York Street, Bury, BL9 7AR. Phone 0161 258 3676. Of Rochdale Road near Nurul Islam Masjid.
Prices you like, service you can trust.
GT Tires and Motors, Bury.
तमाम सुनने वालों को फिरदौस जमाल का सलाम।
Signs you like by Signs of Berry. Any sign, big or small. Outdoor shop signage, our specialty. Spray paint overs. Internal signage fit outs, not a problem. Over 20 years experience fitting across the UK. Fast, efficient service, our promise. Contact Sultan on 079 73794012.
Salam, salam, salam. Our radio, your radio. Tune in, Media Wave 1566.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मैं हूं जान रेम्बो और आप मेरी आवाज़ इस वक्त जिस रेडियो स्टेशन पर सुन रहे हैं उसका नाम है सलाम पीसीआर। सलाम पीसीआर की तमाम टीम को और तमाम सुनने वालों को मेरा प्यार भरा सलाम। तो सुनते रहिए सलाम पीसीआर।
Want to be on radio? Then log into our website www.project29.org.uk and email me Aiden for more details.
Ji Samani, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. You listen to Salam VCR. Zeynep, are you there, my dear? Yes, you are. Guess what? Dugu Kartal, she was working at the hotel when I went there last time. She just has sent a picture. She's watching in Turkey. She's watching you, and she sent a picture. So say hi to Dugu. Sorry, I didn't have the microphone. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Excellent, wonderful. Yeah, so people, and she gives a lot of claps for you. So she's watching you in Turkey. So that's fantastic. Thank you so much. And Hami sent a lovely picture as well, saying that you're doing absolutely fantastic, and it's great for the skills that you have. Just
Hami is my number one supporter.
Hami is a number one supporter for everybody. He's a wonderful friend. I tell you that. Yeah. So, so Zeynep, I want to ask. When you did you have this idea about going into journalism, or did that kind of just happen accidentally?
Well, I didn't have an idea for my future because I always say that we can see about the future when it comes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the one for making a plan. So I just wait and see what comes and what goes, because opportunities comes in times when you don't expect it.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a talent program. I just applied it because I love living in Ankara, but I didn't know what was going to turn out.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no knowledge about journalism. But then during the process, I figured out that I'm kind of into journalism because seeing the news, seeing someone giving you the news, informing you, it's, I think, a very holy profession. And it's a very hard profession as well. And I love doing hard professions because this makes me more encouraged and more, how can I say, happy about working in a place. So when I started my profession, I was just a newbie. I didn't know anything. And I was just trying to figure out what's going on. And in time, and it's not being so long because it's only been 7 months right now, I learned it. I learned how to be a good journalist. I think so, not a good one, but at least a journalist. And now I can write my news. I can present my news. I can get to the audience. And I'm kind of glad where I am right now. And if it's okay, I want to talk about my first news that I ever been to myself.
Sure.
It was the Kashmir Day, Memorial Day for the Kashmir. It was in Pakistani embassy in Turkey, Ankara, and I was the only one who can speak fluent English at my department.
Allahu
so
Akbar.
our manager asked us who are fluent in English, and I said me. And she said, "You're going to the Pakistani embassy. There's a Memorial Day. Get ready. Get your hair done, get your makeup done, prepare your knowledges, your notes, and go there, make a great news." And I've been there, and it was a very emotional day. It was a very emotional memorial service, and there was pictures of what's going on in Kashmir. And before that, I knew what was going on, but I really don't have that much idea. And I asked my dad that what's going on there, and he explained me the situation, and I couldn't believe what was going on because it was just torture and harassment for people who were just trying to live their religion. And my mind couldn't get that. As I said before, in Turkey, we're a Muslim country, but we can live our religion freely. Nobody asks you or just tells you not to. So the situation just really got me, and I was so emotional. And when I got there, I looked at those photos, and my mind was blown. It was a real life tragedy happening just there, and nobody was doing anything except for having a memorial day. And it shook me, and I got what I needed. I went back to my office, wrote my news, and then it was screened on television, and that was my first news. And it would always be a great memory for me. I learned so much.
No, that was fantastic because I remember Kevanch sending me the video, and mashallah, you looked pretty, and you know and the way you that one was the bit that I saw was in Turkish. So you see, this is I mean, I've been coming to Turkey, you will not know, but I mean, since early 90s, 89, 90 was the first one when I came. And I learned a little bit of Turkish every time I made an effort, but then when I come back, I don't have anybody to practice with, so I forget it. And so but now, you know, my Turkish is getting better because I watch Ortagrol, Ortagrol Ghazi, and now, you know, let me tell you, wallahi, I am so disappointed because last night, after Ortagrol has been Osman, and so let me tell you something. This is my silliness. I watched 5 serials of Ortagrol, 5 serials. Guess how long it took me to watch them. Have a guess.
How long? 5 series, right?
And each serial has each episode is 45 minutes long, and 45 minutes, and each serial is about 90 episodes in each serial. Okay?
I know, I can imagine because it's on our television as well, TRT.
Yeah.
And I believe it took you about 2 months.
Actually, it was 6 weeks.
Really?
Five serials, 6 weeks. I watched it all in 6 weeks. I couldn't.
Well, I was just guessing the numbers shortly because you said I finished it really fast. I get that, and I was thinking how fast it can be, and I thought 3 months or 4 or and
6 weeks.
You really shook me.
6 weeks, and then I was waiting for Osman to come on, and now I'm so unhappy, so sad. Because we saw last night, every time it comes on, we were seeing it once a week. So I saw the first serial and now the second serial. It is just finished here now because there's a company that is showing it on, on a private kind of thing. And so every week they have one episode. And last night was episode number 60, I think 65, 66. So, and that's Osman has now, I don't know whether you know or not, Osman has one baby boy and the other one is pregnant. He has 2 wives, now the second one is pregnant also. And now
Well, you're a better viewer than me because I don't watch it as much as you do.
Well, you see here Zeynep, I don't really like to watch this. I've been in a lot of the programs here, but I don't. It's not my cup of tea now, and so alhamdulillah, that is something that is very dear and very, it's touching because it touches on Islamic culture, on the religion and how people, the Ottoman Empire, how it came into being. And I've set a question today to my listeners, But sadly they haven't got the. Maybe you might know before we finish. I'm going to put the question to you. Maybe I'm sure you may know, you may not know, but hoş geldiniz. Hami says hoş geldiniz.
Hoş bulduk.
Gee, so we're gonna be on for a couple of minutes, Zeynep. I'm gonna play this, see if you can recognize it. The answer you may recognize, but it's okay. I'm gonna tell my listeners as well. It is something to do with the Ottoman Empire. Okay, this is something to do with the empire. So, Assalamu alaikum. Today's question: in recent times, enemies of Islam have challenged the Muslims by disrespecting our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam by drawing cartoons. A similar attempt was tried once before. Please state when and where and by whom. So that's the bit in English. Then I did the translation. I did it for my Pakistani listeners, people who don't speak English. So I replayed it in Urdu as well. So that's my question today. And
a cartoon.
Not a cartoon. No, it wasn't. Recently, what happened, as you know, people in France, they drew the cartoon of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But in before times, in history, somebody tried to do a similar thing, portraying our Prophet. And
when exactly? Like very ancient times?
Before the Second World War. Ancient times, or something to do with the Ottoman Empire.
Really?
Yeah.
I really don't know that.
Okay, well,
I just recollect the very scandalous drawing in France in a caricature magazine.
Yeah.
But I can't remember.
Okay, well then you're gonna have to. I'll get the answer at about 8:30, 9 o'clock this evening. So maybe I'll send it across to you. Then you'll have to watch. Zeynep, it's been fantastic talking to you, and if there's anything else you want to tell us, in fact, are you okay for time for a few minutes?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So what I want to ask is, so now that you're in media and you are doing the reporting, the journalism, etc., there's a friend of mine who's doing a movie, who's coming to do a movie and I told him about you, and he said, would she fancy being in my movie? Have you ever fancied that, being in a movie star?
Well, of course I fancied being in a movie, but I don't think that I have the talent for acting.
Oh, listen, if you have a talent for being in front of a camera, and mashallah, your Turkish is natural, but your English is good, and I think if it happens, it'd be a fantastic thing, because they're going to come and film in Turkey. They're going to film in Turkey. So if that happens, then we'll keep it open and see what happens, inshallah. Yeah.
Well, inshallah, I can say.
Now, regarding journalism, so are you going to keep the two careers in your the degree that you did in engineering, chemical engineering? Did you say? Biomedical. Okay, so you're gonna continue with that, or do you think that is now something that you just did as a passion, as a topic that was of interest to you, but now you want to move and are you full-time into journalism now?
Well, I'm full-time. I'm over full-time in journalism right now, because it's a profession where you can't have night or day off.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a news, and there's always time for you to work. But as you said, it was a passion for me. I love my original profession as a biomedical engineer, and I don't really give up on that totally. But right now, I'm very satisfied where I am, because it's a full-time job. You're always on the clock. There's always something happening, and I love being in something that is so exciting. And with this, of course, with biomedical engineering, I can make a difference. But with journalism, I can make a difference in people's perspective, and I love changing minds. Trust me.
I think that's a fantastic thing, to influence people and be a role model, show that being a Muslim woman, a young woman in current times, and being in front of the camera, showing this confidence and being independent, I think is a fantastic way to show other people that, and show to the Western world. Hopefully, inshallah, we see you in the mainstream, because Al Jazeera is another news channel and a channel that's well appreciated. Have you ever thought that might be something that you might go towards that?
Well, of course, it would be a dream goal coming true, because Al Jazeera is a very respected news outlet.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm very satisfied where I am, because our national television is a very high quality television, and we make high quality news, and I'm very satisfied. But in the future, I can think of working in some place global wise, and I can make a real difference globally, because as you said before, I really want to change the perspective in the Western countries.
Fantastic.
I've been there.
Sorry, something just came to mind now, because BBC, they do a lot of reporting internationally, and maybe the idea would be to as a independent freelance journalist, because there's a lot of journalists who are reporting on. I know they report on Al Jazeera, and then they will report also for the BBC. And as independent journalists, so that might be something to to keep your eyes open, so you're not stuck with one company, but you're actually you're doing whatever is required from Turkey about with the different companies. But that's one thing.
Well,
go on.
You continue, please.
No, I was going to
Well, I said.
Second thing I was going to say. No, sorry, go ahead. Go on. We will finish with the next my question. Go on. Carry on.
Okay. I'm not the one to making plans. I don't like making plans, but I follow the opportunities that life presents, that Allah gives us a fortune,
Absolutely.
And things happen because they meant to happen. Because I graduated, and 3 days later, I got into my job. And that was my fortune. I was meant to be there. And if I'm meant to be in Al Jazeera or somewhere else, then I'll be there.
Inshallah.
I'm sure of that.
Inshallah. And now, last thing is, before we go, is if there's any movies happening in Turkey and they need a Pakistani actor,
you are here.
I want to be in the next series of Osman. I want to be the next with Osman playing his granddad, probably. I don't know. That'd be fantastic.
Well, if I find the producers, they're mostly placed in Istanbul, but I'll give them your picture and tell them that this is a Pakistani actor who is very good looking, and he can play Osman.
Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah. Bless you, Zeynep. It's been fantastic talking to you, my dear, and inshallah we will next week. We will talk about what we discussed, the friendship between Pakistan and Turkey, and hopefully we'll hear from some of your friends as well. And don't forget your choice to get some music choice as well, yeah? But we will talk.
I've prepared some.
Huh?
I've prepared some. There's a very good, what was it called? You
Nasheed.
Told me
Nasheed.
The name. Nasheed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a very beautiful Turkish nasheed.
Okay.
If you have time, I want you to listen to it or play it on the radio.
Well, just
as you tell it.
Just send me a link. If you have a link, please send it across to me, and I will play it in our program today, inshallah. So that'd be fantastic.
Inshallah.
All right.